Now is the more explanation of these four metaphors.
咁就而家就講解釋多少少關於呢四種嘅比喻。
For example, first the metaphors we say is considering ourselves as the sick person.
第一個比喻咧就係當自己咧係一個病人。
How we are be sick?
我哋點樣病咧
Because from beginningless time, in this moment, ocean of the suffering, that is the samsaras.
因為從無始以來咧，我哋都係喺呢個輪迴之中。
We have been tormented by the illness of the three poisons and their fruit, the three kind of sufferings.
我哋咧就係因為我哋有呢因為有三毒啊，所以咧就係俾三毒嗰個結成果，即係佢嗰個苦果咧嚟到煎熬。
It is the truth. All our sickness is come from these three poisons.
我哋所有嘅病咧都係由呢個三毒而嚟嘅。
And three poisons, what are there?
呢個三毒咧係乜嘢咧
？Ignorant.
就係無明。
Desire, attachment.
貪。
Aversion.
憎恨。
These are we call the three poisons.
呢個就係所謂三毒貪嗔痴。
And whatever thoughts or things are come from that, everything is very much poisoned.
咁由呢三毒而來嘅所有嘅嘢咧，都係有毒嘅。
And for example, the desire attachment, it is very much cold.
咁呢個譬如咧，我哋嗰個呢個貪咧，呢個佢係我哋係覺得凍嘅。
All the cold sickness is come from there.
我哋嗰啲嘅即係寒病啊，嗰啲寒嘅病咧都係由貪嗰度嚟嘅。
And anger, aversion is very hot.
咁我哋啲熱病咧就係由嗰個真嗰度嚟嘅。
Millions times hotter than the Hong Kong.
熱過香港嘅100萬倍。
All the hot sickness is come from there.
嗰啲熱嘅病咧就係由個憎恨嗰度嚟嘅。
You know, and then these two are mixed.
咁呢兩溝埋咧。
And then as we say that from the ignorant.
我哋話係嗰個無明啦。
Ignorant is very much confusion.
咁呢個無明咧就係同嗰個迷惑混亂咧就係同一類嘢嚟嘅。
All the dirty mud and sickness come from the ignorant.
Dirty
mud sickness.
嗰啲係好似啲泥扮啊，嗰啲污糟咁樣嘅呢一類咁樣嘅病咧，就係由嗰個無明嗰度嚟。
And through that,
就由咁樣咧。
We have the 424 sickness.
我哋就有咧就係424。咁即係我哋就有420種嘅424種病。
In the medicine or medicines perspective.
即係喺嗰個醫藥嗰方面嚟到講。
And therefore, all the sicknesses come from the three poisons.
咁呢啲病咧，全部都係有個三毒佢個根源。
And through these three poisons, the result is three kind of sufferings.
咁由呢三毒咧，嗰個結果咧就係有所謂三苦。
You know, three kind of sufferings.
三種嘅苦。
Three poisons.
三毒。
The result is three kind of sufferings.
引致三苦嘅呢啲苦果。
Suffering is three suffering. What are they?
呢三苦係乜嘢咧
？Suffering of the sufferings.
就係第一就係苦苦。
And suffering of the changing.
壞苦。
And suffering of the pervasive.
行苦。
These three are kind of different sufferings.
所以有3種嘅苦。
And the suffering of the suffering means,
所謂苦咧，
you know, for example, if we are the stomach ache,
譬如我哋有呢個胃痛咯，
we are crying to say, oh, my stomach has problems.
我哋就喊晒啦，就話啊，我胃有唔妥喎。
On top of that, headache.
咁仲有頭痛，
And then you say, oh, I'm headache.
咁我哋就話啊，我頭好痛。
And then on the top of that, also arm is pain.
咁隻手又痛。
And then it's not only the suffering, or the suffering.
咁啊唔止係苦啦，係苦。
And only suffering doesn't go away, then still there is another suffering.
一樣苦未除咧，又有加多另一種苦啦。
Generally, there is example. Sometimes when we lose a father, immediately losing mother. Like one suffering is not dissipates, there is coming another suffering.
即係苦上加苦，即係好似有啲人咧，佢又個爸爸死咗啦，冇幾耐咧，阿媽又死埋。
And this kind of is obviously we have this existence, this sufferings.
咁我哋都係睇得到有啲咁嘅苦嘅。
And the suffering of the changing.
咁而呢個壞苦咧，
Morning is very healthy, handsome, beautiful, powerful, rich. In the evening, is become the corpse. Corpse.
咁咧即係話咧，朝頭早咧仲係好健康啊，好英俊漂亮，好有錢，好有勢力。咁但係咧夜晚咧已經變咗個死屍。
That is the suffering of the changing.
咁呢個咧就係講到壞苦啦。
And in the morning is the ruler of these countries.
朝頭早仲係呢個國家嘅國王。
In the evening,
夜晚咧，
and he need to bear all the what he give rules. He or she.
即係佢變咗咧，佢要去承擔佢呢個國家嘅所有嘅工作。
And therefore everything is very much changed.
所以咧，呢個世界咧好多嘢咧都可以改變得好犀利嘅。
You know, whatever we collect,
任何我哋係去收藏嘅嘢咧，
the suffering of the changing, the end, everything is exhaust.
都係可能會係改變嘅，到最後咧都係可能係耗盡嘅。
When we born,
我哋出世
happy,
可能好開心，
but also it's a changing of suffering. Death is already there.
咁但係因為壞苦咧，所以咧我哋知道咧一定會將來一定會死亡。
And therefore, changing of the suffering of the changing.
咁所以咧就我哋係
And then is the
sorry
changing, suffering of the changing.
changing of the suffering and suffering of the changing。
Same。
咁樣就
Changing suffering.
即係壞苦啦，即係壞所以苦，苦亦都會壞。
And the suffering of the pervasive.
咁跟住咧就係嗰個講行苦。
Everybody's need to go through.
每個人咧都要經過呢一樣嘢。
Like we normally call the four suffering of the rulers.
所以我哋講話係4條苦河，
Which is the suffering of the birth, old age, sickness, death.
就係生老病死。
And these three kind of sufferings result through the three poisons.
咁而呢個3種嘅苦咧係由邊度嚟嘅咧？就係由三毒嗰度嚟嘅。
And therefore we think we are sick person.
所以我哋覺得自己係個病人。
In order to cure or in order to have some antidote or remedies, that is the only the Buddha's teaching. Nothing existence other medicines.
點樣去到醫治呢個咁樣嘅情況咧？咁啊唯有咧係要靠佛陀嘅教法啦，冇其他嘅嘢可以治得到。
And in order to receive this special medicine of the Dharma,
為咗要得到呢個咁特殊、咁殊勝嘅醫藥咧，即係只係佛法。
we need a good doctor.
我哋就要去一個
Here's the
名醫嗰度。
Here's saying that the people are seriously ill. They go to consult a good doctor.
咁我哋話有啲人咧病得好犀利咧，佢哋一定要揾個醫術高明嘅醫生。
Then the sick person follow the doctor's advice.
咁呢個病人咧就依照個醫生嘅忠告咧
take whatever medicine the prescribed or prescribed to do all they can do overcome the disease and get well.
咁啊，依照醫生所開出嘅藥方咧，去到食藥咁嚟到治病嘅。
And here's the metaphors of the doctor.
咁所以呢度咧有個比喻啦，就係個醫生。
It's a good doctor is the spiritual friend.
呢個醫生咧就係比喻我哋好好嘅善知識。
He said that in the same way you should cure yourself of the disease of the karma, negative emotion and suffering by following the prescriptions of that experienced doctor, the authentic teacher.
咁咧，我哋就話咧，就係、我哋點樣去到治呢個病咧？就係、因為我哋係呢啲由呢啲業力要引申到有呢個嘅各種嘅煩惱同埋個苦咧，咁就要去靠呢啲好有醫術嘅名醫咧所俾嘅藥咧，我哋就跟住食呢啲藥咧，能夠治好個病啦。
And by taking the medicine of the pit instruction or the dharma.
咁就係個藥係咩咧？就係、佛法嘅竅訣。
And like these four metaphors.
咁頭先所講呢四種嘅比喻。
And self is the sick person because of the disturbing emotion.
自己就係個比喻為一個病人，因為我哋有各種嘅煩惱。
The remedy is the dharma.
嗰個藥咧就係佛法。
This remedy of the medicine who can to give to us? Only the spiritual friend, dharma teachers.
邊個能夠俾到呢個藥咧？就係、唯有係呢個善知識，就係、佛法嘅善知識。
Or pit instructions.
先能夠俾到呢啲嘅佛法同埋嘅修行嘅竅訣。
If we drink the spiritual teaching of the dharma, medicine.
如果我哋飲咗呢個佛法嘅藥咧
and then we can to cure this strange sickness of the disturbed emotion.
我哋就能夠去消除嗰個煩惱個病啦。
And this is the correct when we follow the spiritual friend.
我哋去追隨呢個善知識咧，頭先所講嘅四種比喻咧，就係、一個正確嘅態度。
And then we can to cure, we can to have good result through the practice of dharma.
咁樣咧，透過呢個佛法嘅修行咧，我哋先至能夠得到好好嘅結果。
Unless following a teacher without doing what he or she says.
否則咧，如果我哋追隨一個善知識，但係我哋又唔跟循、唔跟住佢教嘅法要咧去修行咧
，it's like disobeying your doctor.
就好似咧，就唔聽醫生話。
And you are listening to this teacher, but you are not follow.
你由嗰個老師嗰度聽佢講佛法，但係咧就唔跟佢講嘅嚟到修行。
Completely disobeying what teacher says.
完全咧就係唔跟嗰個師傅，唔跟嗰個善知識嘅指示。
And which leave him to chance of the training your illness. Which leaves him or her no chance of treating your illness.
咁樣咧，你咁樣變咗咧，就即係你冇機會俾佢去醫你嘅病啦。
And impossible to cure our illness if we do not listen to the spiritual teachings.
咁我都唔聽佢嘅説話去做嘅，咁又點能夠去醫好個病咧？
And we all the times disobeying the spiritual friend says.
我哋如果係經常都唔聽我哋個善知識或者個老師嘅説話，
There's examples.
我哋有啲嘅例子，
If we are not taking the medicine of the Dharma,
譬如如果我哋唔去食佛法咁嘅藥，
that is to saying, not putting it into practice, like having innumerable medicines and prescriptions beside your bed, but never touching them, that will never cure your disease.
就係好似就係話，如果自己雖然已經服用嘅正法妙藥，但係咧唔修持咧，就好似一個病人，佢嘅床邊咧就有好多無數嘅妙藥同埋藥方，但係咧就唔食藥嘅，所以對啲病咧亦都完全冇益處啦。
If we don't read again the prescriptions,
如果我哋唔去睇嗰個藥方，
what we receive from the skillful doctor of the spiritual friend,
我哋係由嗰個名醫嗰度係得到啲乜嘢嘅好嘅深奧嘅佛法咧？
even this is the pit prescriptions.
雖然呢啲嘅佛藥方咧就好似一啲嘅竅訣咁，即係好珍貴嘅竅訣。
And pit prescriptions cannot speak to us. Cannot speak.
咁點樣個 doctor cannot speak?
No, prescription. Pit prescription. Pit prescription. The
Cannot speak to us.
Pit instructions cannot speak to us.
The teacher cannot
We
speak.
need to read.
Yeah.
The doctor gives you prescription.
Yeah.
It cannot speak to us.
Uh-huh.
It's a letter. It's not human. We need to read them. If we do not read prescriptions to say, I'm here, this is like this, cannot say.
即係話咧，我哋係要去睇閱讀嗰啲嘅藥方，就係好似咧，即係我哋要去學習或者係聽聞個佛法。咁因為嗰啲嘅藥方咧唔會同自己講嘢嘅，佢啲藥方嚟噶嘛，佢唔會同你講嘢㗎。
We are carrying our sickness, sleepy with the Dharma medicine. We are carrying, not there, not there.
Okay.
No, we are carrying our sickness
咁我哋就帶住自己嘅病，
and sleeping with the Dharma medicine.
咁就擁住嗰啲嘅法嘅藥嚟到瞓覺。
But we are never take this medicine of Dharma.
但係咧就唔去食藥。
The Dharma medicine never ever coming into our stomach of the mind.
咁呢啲嘅佛法嘅藥咧，就永遠咧就入唔到自己嘅胃裏邊。
I never heard, some Dharma medicine say, I want to go into your mind.
因為我未曾聽過有任何嘅法咧，佢會同你講説話，佢話我想入咗你個心裏邊啊。
Voluntarily, we need to eat.
咁所以我哋自己咧，
We need to move our arm
就要主動咁去食，
and move our mouth
用我哋嘅手，用我哋嘅口，
and use the tools of the teeth.
用我哋嘅牙。
And then we need the medicine of Dharma.
我哋咧係咁樣嚟到去 需要呢個嘅佛法嘅藥嘅。
Then Dharma made it say, oh no, I'm happy, I'm going into your stomach in order to cure your sickness.
咁啊，佛法嘅藥咧就會好開心啦，佢就會話：我要入你個心裏邊啦。
Like this, for example, if some sick persons and they receive a lot of prescriptions and receive a lot of medicines, if this person never touch, never eat, just to put behind the pillars, then the prescription medicines it doesn't help, nothing at all.
即係有個病人咧，佢有晒醫生嗰個藥方，有晒啲藥喺度啦，但係佢唔食喎，唔食咧都冇用啦，醫唔到佢病。
And then cannot cure our disease of the disturbed emotions.
咁所以咧，我哋嘅嗰個煩惱嘅病咧，亦都唔會能夠得到醫治好佢。
And also in these days,
咁喺而家呢個世代咧，
people is very strange.
啲人咧就好奇怪嘅。
To say that full of the optimism.
咁佢哋就一味咧就好樂觀。
And saying this, Lama, look on me with your compassion.
佢話喇嘛請以大悲觀照我。
And thinking that even if they have done any terrible things.
咁樣講法咧就係佢心裏邊咧就諗咧，雖然佢已經係積集咗好多嘅惡業，即係做咗好多壞事。
They will never have to injure the consequences.
咁咧佢哋都唔使要受報嘅。
They reckon that the teacher in this compassion will toss them up into the heavenly realms as if he were throwing pebbles.
即係話淨係靠上師嘅慈悲心咧，就能夠好似拋石頭咁樣咧，將自己咧就拋到去個清淨嘅剎土啦。
And in this perspective, and if like this,
咁樣嘅諗法咧
we be the like kind of optimism
就太過樂觀啦。
To say the Buddha look on me，
即係話佛陀啊，請你關照我啊。
Bring to in the enlightenment。
將我帶到去呢個覺悟嘅境地。
But I'm doing terrible things.
但係咧，我又做嗰啲壞事嘅喎。
All the time doing negative things.
成日都係做壞事。
And could you please to send direct to in the Pure Land?
但係咧，唔該你咧，將我直接咁樣送到去淨土啦。
Like a kind of throwing a pebble.
好似拋嚿石頭咁。
And this is impossible.
呢樣咧就不可能嘅。
But of course, everybody is concerned in that.
咁但係咧，而家好多人都係咁諗啊。
When we go to the lamas,
好多人都去啲喇嘛度咧。
And the lamas to say, oh, now I can go to to the Pure Land because I received jat.
Received what?
Blessings.
即係去咗啲喇嘛度咧，就請求啊，咁就以為自己咧就可以坐噴射機咧，就去到淨土㗎啦。
So the lamas best doing things.
咁啊，喇嘛咧，當然佢可能係都會盡力
give the pit instructions。
佢會俾一個修行竅訣嘅教指導俾你。
To make the resume of all the pit instruction of the Buddha。
將佛陀嘅嗰啲嘅精華嘅竅訣嘅教法咧。
And to give us very easy way to practice。
教我哋一啲好容易嘅修行嘅方法。
And to accept he or she's disciples。
同埋咧接受或者接受啲人作為弟子。
And to say like please to avoid all the negative actions。
咁同埋叫啲弟子咧就要一定咧要避免去做壞事。
Or to say to please to adopt the positives。
要做好事。
And to open our wisdom eyes, showing the knowledge of what is wrong, what is right.
開我哋嘅智慧眼，令到我哋知道咩係啱嘅，咩係錯嘅。
That is the best given to us.
呢個就係能夠俾到我哋最好嘅嘢。
That is the jat.
呢個就係噴射機啦。
Otherwise,
否則咧，
we're doing such negative things.
如果我哋成日都係做壞事，
And then go to Lama and offering red envelopes.
要去到喇嘛面前咧，就俾啲利是福，俾啲利是佢。
Could you pray? Can you send me in the Pure Land?
可唔可以幫我祈禱，直接送我去淨土咧？
And these modern lamas or some monasteries, modern lamas,
咁而家有啲現代嘅
modern monasteries,
某啲寺院裏邊嗰啲現代嘅喇嘛咧，
to say, they are selling the special ticket
佢哋賣一啲好特殊嘅飛嘅，
in order to go to the Pure Land of the Amitabha.
就係話如果你想去阿彌陀佛嘅淨土咧，
If you buy maybe gift, in the red envelopes, 1 million, you could direct go to the Pure Land.
即係話得嘅，你咪喺個利是封嗰度擺100萬落去啦，我直接送你去淨土。
And then it's like someone's doing like this.
有啲人可能真係咁做啊。
But I'm a terrible boy, okay?
但係我咧，我就係一個
Of course, you are great generosity, but I'm not sure it is like after you can go to in the Pure Land. I have doubt.
咁但係當然咧，你哋可能係非常之即係好有大嘅佈施嘅心啦嚇。咁你哋即係好，咁但係你可能咧即係用好多嚟到佈施好多嘢。咁但係咧，你哋佈施好多嘢係唔係做壞事都可以直接送你去淨土咧？我就真係好懷疑啦。
And you should to taking care.
所以你哋應該要小心啦。
And before you buy the expensive ticket from the travel agency of the modern lamas office.
咁你哋咧喺嗰啲現代喇嘛嘅辦公室嗰度咧買呢啲咁樣嘅好貴嘅好特殊嘅飛嗰陣時候咧，唔該你哋小心啦。
I mean, so many Buddhist countries they have these systems.
咁有啲嘅佛教國家咧，可能都有咁類似嘅系統嘅。
I visited many monasteries.
咁我就去參拜過好多嘅寺院。
Would you like to go to faster or slowly or very slowly?
佢哋有咁寫喎，你想要快啲啊，慢啲啊，定係最快咧咁
？There is a price.
咁有唔同嘅價錢嘅。
And to the Pure Land.
即係去淨土嘅。
I mean, it's, surely I don't want to criticize that. Okay, I'm not absolutely.
我絕對咧就唔係話想去批評佢哋。
But this is not really Dharma. That is not really Dharma.
呢啲咧就唔係真嘅佛法。
And this kind of sometimes is very much dangerous. I would to say.
亦都係好危險嘅，我覺得。
It's like first we have such devotion.
即係首先咧，我哋係要有呢個信心。
Faith.
有信心。
And to offer everything.
嚟到去供養嘅。
After and we are be nakedly in the street. Who can to take care to us?
如果我哋係窮到就係 naked， 窮到咧即係喺個街上衫褲都冇嘅。
No food, no clothes.
冇衫褲，冇食物。
Lost everything.
乜都冇晒。
Then is that moment. Then we have a lot of regret.
嗰陣時候咧，我哋就會好後悔啦。
I'm crazy. What I did.
我真係咪傻咗咧？我做咗啲咩咧
？Maybe modern. I don't want to say the lamas, okay? Modern these travel agents you call, that times maybe they give answer.
即使係咁樣咧，咁嗰啲嘅摩登佢唔想話講喇嘛啦，摩登嘅呢啲嘅旅行社咧，佢可能都會俾到一個答案俾你嘅喎。
In this book.
喺呢本書裏邊咧
，is talking about generosities。
都有講到呢個係佈施嘅。
We need generosities, absolutely.
我哋應該要係佈施，絕對係嘅。
But it's a kind of we need to check.
但我哋都需要去檢查。
For example, in the book says, If you have 100 Hong Kong dollar,
譬如話你係有100蚊港紙，
95, 96, 97, 98% you should to keep yourself. You never to make offering or generosities.
咁但係咧你自己咧就應該要留低95啊、96啊、97啊、98啊，咁你就唔好全部都佈施晒佢。
And 1%, 2% is necessary you offering or you give, general. That is it's necessary.
咁但係你哋咧就係應該咧就係佈施1%啊、2%啊、3%啊咁樣。
I mean, it's like, of course, maybe some has great opportunities to donate, to offering, to give. When you have opportunities, you do good things. Afterwards, we cannot to have regret.
個意思咧，即係話咧，你哋去做佈施去捐錢啊、做功德啊，咁都係好嘅。但係咧，你做完咧唔好後悔啊！唔好你嘅做嘅方法咧，唔好令自己後悔。
I've been many different places.
我去過好多地方，
especially in Taiwan.
尤其係台灣。
Now this kind of happened in China, and I'm not sure Hong Kong.
而家咧中國咧亦都有咁嘅情況啦，我就唔知香港係咪。
Taiwan first times masters lamas coming, incredible their offerings.
咁喺台灣咧，即係當佢哋嗰啲喇嘛去到嗰陣時候咧，佢哋就哇好大做呢個大供養啊咁樣。
They donate,
捐款捐咗好多嘅。
For the monasteries and many things.
為咗個寺院啊。各樣嘅嘢啊，佢哋都好肯捐錢嘅。
Of course, there are such benefit, 100%.
咁當然咧就係有好大嘅利益。
Later, there are so much regret, regret.
咁但係咧後來咧，啲人咧又覺得後悔咯喎，捐咗啲錢。
Your company's problems, your family's problems, you have a lot of debt. And then, why we need to do that?
咁因為咧捐咗錢之後咧，就係發覺原來自己嘅家庭又有困難，即係公司又財政有困難，即係變咗咧就之後咧就自己後悔捐咗咁多錢。
Yeah, and also of course, and I mean it's like a different spiritual friend has different activities.
咁有唔同嘅善知識咧，佢哋有各式各樣佢哋嘅。嗰啲嘅事業嘅。
Therefore, and reasonably to follow is very important, I think.
咁所以咧，即係我哋嗰啲捐款啊，嗰啲嘅供養咧，就應該咧就係要係啦，量力而為啊。
And reasonably, and also it's like most important to maintain our own positions, maintain our own position.
係啦，咁你就睇下自己嘅情況係點樣，即係量力而為。
Do not criticize to others.
亦都唔好去批評別人。
And first time is we are completely full in love.
開初咧就係完全即係完全係愛上咗佢。
Fall in love.
墮入呢個愛河。
Offering body. Offering body.
就係貢獻你嘅身體。
Offering belongings.
將你嘅財物。
And certainly we can't get something is what we have desire, what we have wish.
但係自己所想得到嘅嘢咧，又得唔到。
Then we turn back.
咁咧就調轉頭啦。
Then we criticize.
就批評啦。
Very bad.
咁就唔好啦。
It's really we destroy ourselves.
咁就自己咧就即係好似喺度摧毀緊自己咁樣。
Therefore, for example, in this book, maybe we later can to study how to follow the spiritual friend.
咁所以喺呢本書裏邊咧，譬如之後咧，我哋會講我哋應該點樣去到追隨呢個善知識咧。
And to analyze, teacher need analyze, student need analyze, both sides in analyze.
咁上司要個學生咧，就應該要去觀察個上司。 個上司咧，亦都應該要觀察學生嘅。
And there is like, then you follow or not that.
咁觀察完之後咧，你先係決定係唔係即係追隨佢。
Like this, and if we choose to say Lama think of me, then of course doing negative things, that is not correct.
咁如果你成日都係話啊上司啊，請你關照我啊，大悲觀照我啊，但係我自己咧就一路喺度不停咁樣做壞事咧，呢樣係即係絕對唔啱嘅。
To maintain our own position.
咁同埋咧，自己應該要知道自己嗰個情況。
Follow the correct spiritual friend.
同埋咧就係要去追隨正確嘅善知識。
Listen properly, repeat instructions. Properly.
咁同埋咧係好正確咁樣咧去到呢個聽聞咧呢個修行嘅竅訣。
Then is such and benefit is arise.
咁樣咧就會有好好嘅利益。
For example, here is the speaking of the teacher holding us with his compassion.
咁呢度咧就係有講到咧，就係嗰個善知識咧，就係用佢嘅慈悲心咧嚟到去護持我哋。
And what is the really means is that has lovingly accepted us, he or she as disciples.
咁嘅意思咧就係話佢好仁慈咁樣咧接受我哋成為佢嘅弟子。
And also that he or she gives us, he or she's profound instructions.
同埋將佢嘅好深奧嘅修行嘅竅訣咧就話俾我哋知。
Open our eyes to the what to do and what not to do.
對於我哋應該做乜嘢咧？應該唔做乜嘢咧？係好似開咗我哋嘅眼睛咁樣。
And what to do all the positive things, principally 10 positive.
就應該要做所有嗰啲善事，就好似以前講過個十善。
What not to do, all the negative things, principally 10 negatives.
咩人唔應該做咧？就係所有嘅嗰啲壞事，即係尤其係以前所主要咧就係個十惡。
Showing us the way to the liberation, taught by the concord.
就係展示到俾我哋聽咧嗰個修行之道嘅 way of liberation。
Showing the way to the liberation.
即係教我哋咧
which taught by the Buddha.
等我哋知道咧，即係佛陀所教嘅修行解脫之道。
And what greater compassion could they be?
咁仲有乜嘢係比呢樣更加慈悲嘅咧
And that is the really like blessing.
咁呢個咧就係真正嘅加持。
That is like example, throwing the paper to direct Pure Land of the Amitabha.
咁呢個咧就係好似一個咁樣舉例咧，就係將呢個石頭咧就係掟過去呢個淨土嗰度啦。
It is up to us whether or not we take advantage of this compassion and actually pursue the path of the liberation.
咁嗰個上司已經有呢個大悲心咧嚟到指導咗我哋，咁但係咧係唔係能夠推入呢個解脫之道咧，就係要靠自己修行啦。
Spiritual friend accept the disciples, he or she.
咁個善知識係接受咗個學生
and give to us profound, deep, pity instructions.
傳授咗一啲嘅深奧嘅修行嘅竅訣。
Open our eyes, wisdom eyes.
打開我哋嘅智慧眼。
To make the distinctions or distinguishing between what is to do, what is not to do.
令到我哋咧係能夠分辨乜嘢係應該做嘅，乜嘢係唔應該做嘅。
And that is the great compassion, hold the be, could be.
呢個咧就係嗰個大悲心啦。
If we rely on that,
如果我哋依靠住呢樣嘢咧
conditions，
呢啲咁樣嘅條件。
And then we are be to in the Pure Land or not, or be liberated or not, completely depends us.
咁我哋即係話已經有咗呢啲咁嘅條件㗎啦，就已經得到呢啲竅訣。咁但係咧，能唔能夠去解決咧，就係睇下我哋有冇修行啦，點樣去修行啦。
That is the correct four metaphors.
咁呢個咧就係頭先嗰4種嘅比喻嗰個意義。
And now that we have this free and well-endowed human birth,
咁而家咧，我哋已經係獲得咗呢個閒暇圓滿嘅人生。
it is the truth.
呢個係事實。
Now that we know what we should and what we not to do,
我哋亦都知道應該做乜嘢，應該唔做乜嘢。
because of the kind of our spiritual friend.
就係因為我哋嘅善知識或者係老師，
We understood the crucial point of what we need to do, what we shouldn't to do.
我哋已經係認識到乜嘢係啲關鍵，就係話做應該係行善，應該係避免作惡，呢個係一個關鍵嚟嘅。
Then our decisions at this juncture.
咁我哋喺呢一個咁樣嘅
real juncture, conjuncture.
喺呢個時間咧，要做嘅決定咧，
Going up or going down.
向上定係向下咧？
That is totally in this life.
喺呢一生裏邊。
For example, we lose and these great opportunities or this life.
如果我哋失去咗呢個咁好嘅機會，即係話今生。
How is about in the future life?
咁喺來生又點咧？
Some is stupidly thinking.
有啲蠢人咧，佢哋會諗，我想快啲死啊
！Very stupid.
即係非常之愚蠢。
And in the next times, maybe we have be or we will be in the worst situations. Why we need to die quickly?
或者下一世我哋會去到一個好悲慘嘅一個狀況咧，我哋點知啊？咁點解我哋要死咧？快啲死咧
？And some stupid way of thinking, if I'm die and then I'm free from suffering, completely liar.
有啲人咧就諗咧就係話，我死咗咧我就唔使受苦啦。咁呢個咧完全錯嘅諗法。
In Switzerland,
喺瑞士
I have cousin sisters.
我有一個嘅表姐妹。
And she said, brother.
佢話兄弟
When I die,
當我死嘅時候咧
I don't want to reborn again.
我唔想再投胎啦。
I said, wow, so great.
哇，咁好啊
You have this method.
你已經有咗一個方法。
If you have this method, could you give me, please?
如果你有呢個方法，你又唔該你教我啦。
I don't want to reborn again.
我都唔想再投胎。
And she said, why not?
佢話點解唔可以咧
If you have this power, today I'm so happy. I don't want to go to tomorrow. Could you give me some methods?
即係如果你有呢個能力啊，就係話我今日咁開心，我就係永遠停留喺呢個今日，唔去聽日嗰度啦，得唔得咧？你如果得嘅話，你教我。
And she said, this is impossible.
佢話呢樣係不可能嘅喎。
Exactly like this.
即係就係咁啦。
We don't want to reborn, but it's the natural we will reborn.
你想唔投胎？你想唔投胎，但係咧，你自然就要投胎㗎，你冇得揀嘅。
Like now,
就好似而家咁。
Today we are alive. Night is like small death. Tomorrow is new reborn.
咁好似今日嘅，我哋好似今日就係一個生存緊啦，生活緊啦。咁然後咧，夜晚就好似一個死亡咁樣。咁然後明天嘅我咧，就好似一個再生嘅我咁樣。
And therefore,
所以咧
now is the crucial point in the right place of the juncture.
咁就而家咧就係一個關鍵嘅地點啦。
I mean, it's like I make joke, okay?
我講個笑話。
I have all the time feeling I'm young.
我成日咧都係覺得自己好年青嘅。
Then someone says like, how old are you? I'm counting. How I can to reply?
咁有啲人問你幾歲啊？咁我就好啲即係。
I want to say that I'm 22 years.
我想話俾你聽，我22歲嘅。
And then if I'm telling the truth.
如果我講真話咧
says that 52 or 3.
52、53。
And then I'm counting. You know, it's like the 52 years. It's counting 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, 4. 52 years. Also long. But my feeling right now, just 1 second.
咁雖然咧，我哋已經係活咗52年啦。53年啦，咁但係即係如果數咧都有排數嘅，但係咧諗起上嚟嗰陣時候咧，就好似一剎那間就過咗啦。
I'm exercise, taking lot of medicines.
我中意做運動又食藥。
Sometimes seeing the doctors.
有時係睇醫生。
If someone says, "What are you doing?"
有人問我你做咩啊？
Oh, I want to be healthy. I want to be young.
因為我想健康啊嘛，我想青春啊嘛。
And someone says, "How are you?"
有啲人問你點啊
？Sometimes I'm saying, you know, how I'm getting better. How I'm getting better.
咁我就話我點樣先能夠更加好咧
And each moment, this body, the 5 aggregates, is exhausting.
因為每一分每一秒咧，我哋嘅身體咧都係喺度消耗緊嘅。
I cannot make fresh this one. It's just like waiting for the awareness disappearing, you know.
唔能夠咧係令佢更加好啲、更加青春啲嘅，只會越嚟越老，最後咧就會耗盡嘅啫。
If I want to refresh this body,
如果我想咧就返老還童咧
and then I need to close my eye quickly.
咁咧我唯有咧就係早啲咧就係眯埋隻眼啦。
But the next life, we don't know. I don't know. I'm reborn again in this kind of marvelous human existence.
咁但係如果係再投個胎咧，下一世會點咧？我真係唔知，我係咪真係仲有一個圓滿嘅暇滿嘅人生嘅喎
？And reborn again and again like a cockroach.
你可能咧就投胎做隻曱甴咧，可能就投好多次胎都係做條曱甴。
Disturb to the humans, running around in the toilet.
成日咧都係喺嗰啲廁所啲地方走嚟走去嘅，就令啲人好驚。
Not comfortable.
完全唔係好嘢。
Not happy.
唔係開心嘅。
But this is no choice.
咁但係你冇得揀喎。
And sometimes he says like, oh, this is impossible.
但係有啲人話，唔會嘅，不可能嘅。
Impossible.
但係其實係可能嘅喎。
In our human existence.
喺我哋人嘅咁樣嘅身體
many different.
亦都有好多唔同嘅狀態。
Someone looks like a human, but the situation is the worse than the cockroach.
有啲人咧，佢身體咧就係人身，但係佢嘅狀況咧仲衰過，仲差過啲曱甴。
Whole life is very difficult. Even the difficult to run, which kind of toilet?
咁非常之艱難，非常之困苦啊！甚至有啲人去廁所都去唔到嘅。
Cockroach can run in the toilet.
咁有啲曱甴都可以走嚟走去啊！喺個廁所裏邊。
Some human lives desperate, very poor, no shelter, no food. Even there's no running place in the toilet.
即係就算係有啲人咧，佢哋真係即係一無所有㗎又窮到咧就係食物又冇，衫又冇，乜都冇，就算即係連個廁所都冇嘅。
And like this, you know, now is really conjuncture.
咁所以咧，我哋而家係一個關鍵嘅時刻啦。
We need to take the responsibility ourselves.
我哋應該自己要負責。
You know, it says like your nose ring with ropes put in your head. Do you understand? Nose rope, nose ring.
即係應該個鼻環。
Nose ring, this rope with ropes, do not give to others' hand. To put in your head, you need to go freedom.
即係話咧，即係有啲動物咧，有啲牛咧，佢哋有個鼻環咧，俾人扯住走嘅。咁即係話咧，我哋自己咧 就唔好俾人扯住走啦，自己應該要作主。
necessary to do something。
我哋需要係一個抉擇，一個決定要去作主嘅。
Really to study things, Dharma, you know, it's serious。
應該認真咁樣去學習呢個佛法。
We need to be serious ourselves。
我哋自己咧應該要認真啲。
Really serious。Some Lama say to practice Dharma, I want to practice Dharma or not. Very stupid.
咁有啲喇嘛咧，佢話叫我哋修行佛法啦，但係我係咪真係應該修行佛法咧？咁
I make joke。
好蠢嘅呢個諗法。
One I have student in the Ukraine.
我一個學生咧，佢係烏克蘭人。
Very beautiful lady, tall and she's single.
好靚女嘅，又高又靚女。
And then she called me, I'm coming to you for the teachings, you know. I said, you are coming to me or not? If you don't need to start Dharma, please don't.
咁佢就打電話俾仁波切我嚟你度聽下法啦。咁即係仁波切就話你係咪即係認真嚟學習㗎？如果唔係嘅話，你就唔好嚟啊。
And I'm an old guy. You are a beautiful lady, but I haven't got any expectations. If you want to study, we can to study. Then if don't, nothing you can't get here.
即係我咁老啦，你又咁後生又咁靚啦，咁你嚟揾我做咩咧？如果你唔係即係修行佛法嘅話咧，咁你冇乜好處嘅喎，你俾唔到咩俾你嘅喎。
We do like this sometimes, you know.
有時係會咁樣嘅。
I'm coming to your teaching. I'm coming to you for the listen teaching. Sometimes we are it's like we think the teacher should be happy when I'm coming to listen teachings. A little bit wrong way of thinking, you know. Ourselves, we need to take responsibilities. We want to study Dharma or not.
即係其實咧，我諗嘅意思咧，即係話咧，有啲人咧就係同仁波切講話我想嚟揾下你啊，聽下你講法啊。即係其實咧，佢就好似一種朋友嘅應酬咁樣。咁實際咧，我哋就聽法去到聽法咧，就唔係一種咁嘅應酬啊，即係要認真咁去學咧先係啱嘅。
This is the modern Lama, our great master, you know, this young Chansi Rinpoche.
咁而家咧就一啲現代嘅上司咧，好似
he all the time say we are democratic. Whatever we want to be, we are freedom.
佢好似聽真仁波切咧，佢話我哋係民主嘅，我哋有個自由。
Or you want to practice Dharma or not, we are freedom.
我哋有呢個自由咧，去修行或者唔修行。
It is a truth.
呢個係真嘅。
We need to be honest with ourselves.
我哋應該要自己要去有呢個真誠嘅態度。
Need to do something benefit.
我哋應該要去做一啲係有利益嘅嘢。
Very important.
呢個好重要嘅。
For example, first Patrul Rinpoche.
好似第一世嘅巴蘇仁波切咧。
He says, "Do you love yourself?"
佢問你愛唔愛自己咧
Do you take care yourself?
你係咪關懷自己咧
Do you have loyalty yourself?
你對自己係唔係好忠誠咧
And then you need to do some positive things.
如果係嘅話咧，你應該做啲積極嘅有意義嘅事啦。
And this your life is a very much special conjuncture.
你呢一個嘅生命咧係一個好關鍵嘅時刻嚟嘅。
Going up or going down.
你向上咧定係向下咧
When we have like this, when we have the freedom to choose, makes the turn point, which will determine our fate, or the better or worse, for into the futures.
即係話自己有呢個自由去到抉擇嘅一個嘅喺呢個關鍵嘅時刻咧，我哋係有呢個自由去選擇究竟係我哋係做好嘅行善咧，定係作惡咧？呢個咧就係呢個好關鍵嘅時刻啦。
And that is the truth.
呢個係啱嘅。
because if we want to going better and better in the future, or we want to go worse and worse, it's a completely depends in our present situations.
我哋想將來係一路越嚟越好啊，定係想將來越嚟越衰咧？呢個就決定於而家我哋做乜嘢啦。
I'm concerning, in Tibet, some in the ancient, some great masters.
喺西藏咧，我係見過一啲嘅非常之偉大嘅上師大師。
And they are really human beings. Sorry to say, real human beings.
佢哋係人嚟嘅，真係人嚟嘅。
When they born, it's immediately they concerning which kind of important in this life.
佢哋一出世咧，就係已經咧就係關注到咧，佢一世應該要係做啲乜嘢係重要嘅嘢。
And they don't like to do something funny or useless things.
佢哋唔中意去做一啲冇意義嘅嘢，一啲古靈精怪嘢。
Which kind of important? Then they precise, determined, really take the positions. Then they slowly become the great masters.
咁所以咧，佢哋有咗呢一個嘅，一早就有咗呢個抉擇咧，佢哋又去努力咁去做咧，佢最後咧成為一個大師。
And themselves is to become the great. They are free from the death, birth, death, or so on sufferings. But also they can contribute how many to the others benefit.
咁佢哋自己咧已經係得到呢個利益啦，自己已經係脱離呢個痛苦啦，咁亦都係去幫助其他嘅人咧，去利益其他嘅眾生。
And therefore we need to do something ourselves.
所以我哋咧亦都係應該要做啲嘢。
And do not carry the kind of destructive or the stupid ideas.
咁唔好咧就係成日即係帶住一啲嘅好愚蠢嘅諗法。
And he said that it is the crucial that we choose between the samsara and nirvana once and for all, and put the institution of our teacher into the practice.
咁所以呢度咧就係話我哋應該咧就係徹底分清輪迴同埋涅槃嘅界限，同埋咧就係要依照上師嘅嗰個嘅教導咧嚟到去如理修行。
And what time we need to stop, Joy?
6. We will have our transmission from you for
Okay, yes, he said this now in the conjunction.
咁就係而家喺呢一個咁樣嘅關鍵嘅時刻。
It is a very crucial
係非常之重要
point.
關鍵嘅。
And we can to choose between samsara and nirvana.
我哋要去抉擇呢個輪迴或者係涅槃。
If we choose the nirvana,
如果我哋去選擇呢個涅槃咧，
put the instruction of our teacher into the practice.
咁我哋將老師教導我哋嗰啲嘅竅訣咧嚟到去修行。
And then it's like completely cut this link of the samsara and nirvana.
咁就好似完全咧，即係將呢個輪迴涅槃咧就斬斷佢。
And to make the melt or dissolve this ugly samsara into the nirvanas.
將呢個醜陋嘅涅槃咧，醜陋嘅輪迴咧就係融化喺個涅槃裏邊。
And that is a very important times right now.
咁而家咧就係一個非常重要嘅關鍵時刻。
And time is inconceivable. Inconceivable fast.
因為時間咧就係飛逝嘅。
And like yesterday, I was very funny,
因為琴日咧，我好覺得
I'm eating very
好奇怪。
relaxedly breakfast
朝頭早食早餐嗰陣時候咧，就好似好輕鬆，
with this Russian lady
同呢個俄羅斯嘅女士
and looking the computers.
望住個電腦。
I thought it is 11 o'clock.
我以為咧係11點鐘，
We have a lot of times.
仲有好多時
And
間，
certain to look at the times already 11.
即係以為仲有好
And
多時
then
間
I
先到
run
11點。
quickly to wearing the clothes and even the wearing the shoes is take 5 or 10 minutes. And then it's not their times. Like time is like can't believe.
點知咧，好快咧睇下個表已經係到咗11點咯，我即刻嗱咧要着衫去着鞋啊咁要走過嚟啦，咁即係話咧啲時間咧過得好快嘅。
And therefore I think it's very urgently we need to do practice.
所以咧，我哋應該要趕緊咧，就係去修行啦。
Yeah, this is like the teacher into the, teachers. Our teacher teachings into the practice.
咁即係話係將上司俾我哋嘅指導咧、叫訣咧，就係好好地咁去修持。
Maybe we can to stop there
咁我哋今日咧就講到呢度。
because we are very slowly.
咁我哋咧講得真係即係好慢咁講。
We can to push, we put hope to study, continue this book.
我哋希望咧可以繼續嚟到去學習呢本書。
Even sometimes the circumstances very strange.
雖然有時咧個境況咧可能有
Maybe
啲奇怪，
something is changed in this life,
或者係一個生命咧有啲嘅改變，
but we can pray together
但係我哋可以咧一齊咧祈禱。
and to say we are even in not this life, but maybe in the futures, we be together in front of the Guru Rinpoche and to study, continue this book.
就係話咧，即使咧我哋即係個情況出現到咧，我哋係今生唔能夠再去學習呢本書咧，我哋希望咧來世咧都喺個蓮花生大士面前咧嚟到學習呢本書。
And then maybe we can to stop there.
咁我哋今日就講到呢度。
And do you have some questions?
你有冇咩問題咧？
The organization said I need to give transmission this.
個主辦者咧就話要我係俾一個口傳嘅呢個加行嘅。
Okay. Do you have any questions?
你哋有冇咩問題？
Something? Okay, good. And then I'm giving this one. Okay, yes.
When will you come again next time?
I mean, it's like to make the organization is very rare. To Hong Kong, every year, many times I'm going through this, and then in the futures depends the organization boss. I mean, I want to say it's like this lady. I met this lady church many years ago, and sometimes she put a lot of effort and to make the organize. Often she did, and I appreciate very much. Thanks. I mean, it's like this kind of opportunities. We study together. I mean, it's like also I learned a lot of things from you, and it's great opportunities. And also this times, also last times, and we want to say is really to thanks. Of course, quoting the Zankar routines, and thanks for the Lotara. And he correct my English, and he like translate correctly. My English is horrible.
咁啊，即係師兄咧就問寧波車下次幾時嚟啊？咁啊，即係大意力咧就係寧波車咧就話咧，即係有喺其他嘅地方咧就可能咧就係唔係去得咁密嘅，咁但係香港咧其實咧佢一年咧可能都會嚟幾次嘅，咁就睇下個主持人啦阿 Joyce 啦，因為主持人咧呢個主辦人，因為主辦人咧就係佢都真係咧就係即係好發心啊！即係同埋咧識阿寧波姐識咗阿 Joyce 已經好多年㗎啦，咁佢一路都係好發心嘅，咁即係都多謝佢啦，咁希望即係將來都會有機會再繼續。
And also, just want to recommend. You know, in Tibet, there is a great one hidden yogi, one hidden master.
咁因為喺西藏咧有一個非常之偉大嘅一個嘅瑜伽士，一個隱藏喺度嘅隱藏住嘅瑜伽士。
Exactly the same as the first Patrul Rinpoche.
即係同第一世嘅拋出靈波車咧就係完全係一樣嘅。
And he is sometimes traveling through this Hong Kong.
有時咧佢會係即係經過香港嘅。
He sometimes stay here few days. If you have opportunities to visit him, he never give teaching. You can just visit, to see to him is very, very important. Probably you heard his name is the Zangar Rinpoche.
咁係啦，咁有時咧佢會經過香港咁但係咧就係、但係佢又好，佢好少傳發俾人嘅，咁但係就即使係咁樣，你哋有機會嘅話咧，你都可以去見下佢。咁佢嘅名咧就叫森加靈波車，吐登利瑪靈波車。
Knows very well. And sometimes to see that is very important. And also he's living in Shenzhen.
佢而家係住喺深圳。
And this is very important. That to see you.
就算係見下面咧，都係好重要嘅，真係好好。
I mean, this is really is the benefit. And other questions?
有冇其他問題
Maybe shortly to
Okay, yes. Just
your teacher, they say that now is the crucial time. Can you give some explanation about this?
Crucial point.
Crucial point, why? Do you mean that, well, I guess is that, do you mean that the crucial point means that we have very difficulty to meet the Dharma in future life?
Yeah, I mean, this crucial point means it's like now present, it's like crucial times. Crucial point of the times go up and down, or like in the conjunction place. Like you turn right or turn wrong in this conjunction.
咁呢位師兄咧就問頭先我哋話呢個好關鍵嘅時刻咧就係即係點解咧咁靈波車就話因為咧呢個好關鍵嘅時刻咧就係因為你係可以去選擇去決定你究竟係做乜嘢，你係向左行啊，向右行啊，你係向行善啊，定係去作惡咧？咁呢個就係即係所以話係好關鍵嘅時候。
Yes, question, Masha.
Oh, yeah. If possible, can you a little bit introduce how to practice according to this book? Just maybe, not much time, but maybe like quickly. Because if someone seriously wants to follow, just only reading transmission not enough. Need a little bit short explanation.
Can you translate her question?
Yes. I asked Rinpoche if he can introduce a little bit how to practice according to this book. Now Rinpoche is going to give the reading transmission, but if someone seriously want to practice, maybe we need at least short explanation if possible.
咁有位師兄咧就話咧就係可唔可以請靈波車咧就介紹下呢本書咧？我哋應該係好簡短咁樣咧，就話點樣去根據呢本書嚟到去修行咧？咁因為咧遲啲一陣間咧靈波車會俾個口傳嘅，咁但係傳咗之後，如果有啲好認真嘅師兄想去跟住嚟修行咧，應該點樣做咧
And knows maybe you have already something your daily practice things.
咁可能咧，你哋有啲人咧已經自己本身咧已經係有啲日常修嘅法去做嘅。
Probably I think you met many different lama. You have your own individual like daily practice things.
咁可能你亦都係見過好多嘅喇嘛，亦都可能自己有自己嘅日常修嘅法。
And if you follow the heart essence of the expense, which is the Longchen Hintik.
咁如果你係根據呢個廣大心要，即係 Longchen Hintik 咧
，and you should to practice longer version of the Hondro，
咁你就應該係做一個嘅前行嗰個嘅詳細嘅儀軌講位。
By written the 千字路子。
由清者嗰些所寫嘅。
These ones we have everywhere, translated into the China and English everywhere. Okay.
已經有英文、中文嘅譯本㗎啦。
And then this one is like kind of shorted. I composed.
咁呢個咧就係一個非常之短嘅，就係由寧波車對自己去編出嚟嘅。
And for the some Western people, they all the times busy. They are reborn in the hustle and bustle.
因為有啲嘅西方嗰啲學生咧，就成日話咧就好忙啊，咁就係希望咧寧波車係俾佢一個好短嘅儀軌。
And then they asked me, push me, Sometimes they beat me, sometimes they push me. And you should to compose. We need some short things.
因為成日都有壓迫寧波車咧，要佢去整一個好簡短嘅儀軌出嚟。
And for example, in the longer Hongo.
咁例如咧喺個長嗰個儀軌嗰度咧。
And there is like I think it's the not pray for this poa.
咁就呢poa呢度冇 here without poa。
In the longer version.
喺個長嗰個儀軌嗰度咧就係有 poa 嗰部分嘅。
And then as I put here the short, the visualization of the poa.
咁喺呢度咧就有一個非常之短嘅一個 poa。
And you can look at this page 27.
咁你可以睇下個第27頁嗰度。
And this is the resume of the poa, how you can visualize.
咁呢度就係即係點樣去觀賞啊？點樣去做個 poa？
Like I mean, it's like this, and this is the very resume of the Longchen Hindu Hondo, like a daily practice things.
咁呢個係一個 Longchen Hindu 用陰心水嗰個潛能法嘅一個好濃縮嘅版本嘅，即係適合於每日嘅修持。
If you really want to practice,
如果你係即係真係想要去修持咧，
look at this page 5.
你要睇下第5頁嗰度。
And begin first line. There's a calling, the tingle means like calling your root teacher and 3 Jews.
咁首先咧就係向呢個上師，好似即係呼喚上師咁樣。
Like think of me.
請你關照下我啦，請你睇住我啦。
Root teacher and 3 Jews.
上師同埋三寶。
Very important to do that.
呢樣係好重要。
When you wake up in the morning.
當你朝頭早一醒，
immediately you think about your dream. Your dream was positive, you should to dedicate. If your dream was negative, you confess.
咁你睇下發咗啲咩夢啊？如果你發咗個好嘅夢咧，你就即係回向啦；如果你係發咗啲惡夢嘅話咧，咁你就懺悔啦。
And then you call your root teacher.
咁跟住咧就
need root teacher 100%, okay?
跟住咧
need root teacher.
咁你向你嘅根本上師咧嚟到去呼喚啦，即係。
And to call root teacher is the representative of the 3 Jews, Buddha, Dharma, Sangha.
咁呢個根本上師咧，佢講咗幾次嘅根本上師。根本上師咧就係個三寶嘅代表嚟嘅。
And root teacher is the representative of the 3 Buddhas, past, present, futures.
亦都係代表咗三世過去、現在、未來嘅佛陀。
And root teacher is the source of all your siddhis, temporary and ultimates.
亦都係你嘅所有嘅成就嘅來源。
And we realize that the true nature of mind or not completely depends on the root teacher.
我哋能唔能夠係認識到證悟到呢個心性咧，都係要即係靠個上師㗎啦。
Therefore, in the morning, when you get up, to call your teacher and 3 Jews.
所以咧，你一醒嚟咧，一覺醒嚟咧，就即刻咧就要呢個就呼喚個上師，根本上師。
In order to realize your human existence.
為咗要即係知道自己嗰個人生下面嘅人生啦。
In order to realize the impermanent death.
為咗要知道呢個嘅無常。
You know this first line, second line, the third, fourth lines, and also in realize that the defects of the sufferings.
呢度咧就第2、3、4句咧都係等我哋咧就係明白到頭先所講無常啊，同埋咧就係輪迴嘅過患。
You look at the page 6.
咁喺第6頁咧。
And then it's like it's very important to realize that the interdependence of the causalities.
咁好重要咧，我哋係應該係要明白到嗰個因果業力。
And also we talking about the liberations.
同埋咧，呢度亦都有講到咧，就係嗰個解脫。
Here we say that please establish me in the state of liberation, O Lama, and think of me.
請你咧就係安置我於呢個解脫嘅果位。
And this is all the resuming of the first common preliminary practice.
咁呢兩頁咧就係嗰個共同嘅愛前行。
And therefore there is the picture of the samsara.
咁所以咧就係有呢個6道輪迴圖。
You know, generally there is like 4 reminders. You know, 4 reminders. 4 reminders. 4 reminders.
Reminders。咁呢個咧就係就係呢4思維，或者係有提醒我哋嘅4樣嘢。
And the Buddha he said.
咁佛陀亦都講咧。
Tame your mind with 4 reminders.
用呢個呢4樣嘢、4思維咧嚟到調伏你嘅心。
And then your mind is automatically go to the Dharma path.
咁你嘅心咧就自然咧就係會出入於法。
And then it's like there's 4 reminders.
咁而呢4樣嘢咧，4種嘅提醒我哋嘅嘢。
Remember the difficult to get the human existence.
就係要記住咧，我哋得到呢個人生咧係好珍貴嘅，好難得嘅。
And to remember the impermanent.
要記住咧係死同埋無常。
And to remember the defects of the samsara.
同埋要記住咧就輪迴嘅過患。
And to remember that is inevitable of the causalities.
同埋要記住咧呢個因果報應咧，即係呢個因果報應嘅業果咧係必定發生嘅。
You know, 4 reminders. We need often to think about that.
呢4樣嘢咧，我哋應該咧經常要去思維佢。
And to support our mind in order to practice Dharma.
呢個咧係我哋修行佛法嘅一個好重要嘅基礎嚟嘅。
And then there is a picture.
咁跟住有一張相咧。
Page 7. That is the Longchen Hintik refugee trees.
就係第7頁嗰度咧，就係Longchen Hintik嘅一個歸依境。
And behind the page 8.
咁跟住就第8頁咧。
This is the prayer they written by the Chansi Wazir.
呢個歸依文咧就係清晰阿些佢邊志光所寫嘅。
Not really Chansi, it was by the Jimilingbas.
係由呢個Jimilingbas佢寫嘅。
And this one 3 times.
咁我哋念3次嘅。
During the recitation of these refugees, you need to visualize these refugee trees.
我哋念嗰陣時候咧，就觀想呢個歸依境、歸依樹。
And I'm very happy. These pictures very clearly.
呢個相片嗰度咧就係好清楚啦，已經係。
And to look again and again.
咁我哋
very important.
應該咧就係即係話係去睇清楚佢，不斷咁樣睇好多次。
You know, there is imagine not, unimagine not, you know, this environment. Unimagine not things. Unimagine not.
Difficult to imagine.
Difficult to think about.
Inconceivable.
呢個 sorry.
Unimagine not.
Difficult to imagine.
Too much difficult to think.
Difficult to think. About so many.
Melanoma is this like there is like a human form, but it's not like go beyond the human forms. Those are deities. And also it's like they are very landscape, sky, everything is like a kind of dream.
Not like real.
This idea is.
即係佢哋我覺得係佢意思即係話咧好似呢幅啲圖好似人樣咁樣，但係咧其實咧唔可以搬為神，可以搬為神係搬為神。
Normally, you know, Tibetans, the Tonkas, okay, no? Tonkas, these deities, they are like not usual way.
You should visualize it like
No. This drawing is like paintings are not normal.
not normal. When you visualize, you should visualize like a normal.
Not. This painting is not like a normal. It's a very special drawing. Okay, can you see?
So, sorry, I don't see you.
Okay, these paintings
Can you
are.
visualize?
No. Don't think about visualize. This drawing, these things are very special.
呢啲嘅唐卡畫咧，佢係好特別嘅，
And like this Guru Rinpoche's form.
好似呢個蓮師嘅嗰個樣貌咧
And，for example, in these trees,
喺呢一個歸依境裏邊咧，
everything is like a very too much beautiful.
係畫得太過靚啦，
Too much
Too much.
beautiful.
太過靚畫得，
And that is the necessary.
係咁係需要嘅。
You know, and also in the details, very nice, neat.
咁而嗰啲嘅細節咧，畫到畫得好細微咧，亦都係需要嘅。
Why?
點解咧？
For example, I see this Guru Rinpoche's picture.
呢個睇呢個蓮花生大士嗰張畫像啦。
When you visualize the Guru Rinpoche in this picture,
當你去觀賞，
and you first to look around,
你周圍咁睇啦，
everything is, there's nothing mistake.
就完全冇錯誤嘅，
Everything is like correct.
樣樣都啱嘅。
And then it's like you cannot criticize.
咁你亦都冇任何批評，
And your mind automatically happy.
咁你嘅心咧就會好自然咧就會好歡喜啦。
A little bit something wrong,
如果有啲嘢係畫錯咗咧，
your mind is immediately capture that.
咁你個心咧就即時咧就會去批評。
Something. For example,
譬如咧，
before I have one tanka,
我有一個唐卡
Guru
畫，
Rinpoche tanka.
蓮花生大士嘅唐
This
卡畫，
this tankas here something wrong.
咁塊面嗰度咧有啲唔係幾對
And
路，
then when I look at the tanka,
咁一見到呢一
then
個
I
唐
immediately
卡畫咧，
think maybe Guru Rinpoche's cheek was problems.
咁我即刻心裏邊覺得，咦係唔係蓮花生大士嗰塊面係
Or
有啲問題㗎？
maybe he has some sickness.
係咪佢有病啊？
Which kind of sickness?
係有咩病咧？
You know, this kind of ideas immediately coming
就會產生咗好多呢啲咁嘅心念啦。
because now our mind is very much dualistic mind.
因為我哋嘅心咧就係好多分別心啊！
Wrong part, mistake part, easily to catch.
成日都係好想去即係批判。
And therefore, this Tonka is a very drawing special way.
咁所以呢啲唐卡畫咧，佢畫嘅方式咧係好特殊嘅方式嚟到畫嘅。
Like therefore, we says this is unimaginate. The drawing is.
咁所以咧，我哋就話咧，即係不可思議啊！
And someone says like this is very artificial.
咁有啲人話咧，哇！咁你畫到咁樣好似好人工化喎。
Yes, it is artificial.
係冇錯，係好人工化
But，it is very beautiful,
但係都係好靚，
marvelous.
非常好。
And when you look at that,
我哋咁睇到佢嘅時候咧，
and you don't think about artificial part,
我哋唔好諗人工化嗰樣
maybe
嘢。
enlightened is like this.
我哋話可能個覺悟嘅境界就係咁咧，
Pure land is like this.
可能淨土就係咁咧，
Buddha and Bodhisattvas is like this.
嗰啲佛菩薩就係咁咧。
And there's no samsara.
呢度咧冇呢個輪迴嘅，
Everything is like this.
樣嘢都好似呢度咁樣。
These tendencies we need to put in our mind.
我哋需要咧，就係將呢種嘅心態咧，就係喺我哋
And
心裏邊。
slowly this developed.
咁漸漸咁嚟到
We
係
close
發展咧。
close to the true nature realities.
咁我哋咧漸接近呢個實相。
Our mind is too developed, educated.
我哋應該要去教育我哋嘅心。
And one day,
有一日咧，
maybe you look the statues is half like this.
就算嗰個佛像或者嗰個
Doesn't matter.
就算嗰個佛像咧係好似歪嘴咁樣咧，你都唔覺得係重要啦。
It is never damaged to your mind.
咁亦都唔會令你嘅心係損害你嘅心。
Your mind is realized the true realities.
因為你嘅心咧係已經係體認到個實相。
Then you have idea of the great equanimity of the samsara and nirvana.
咁你對於呢個輪迴涅槃咧係有呢個大平等嘅心。
You perceive the samsara.
咁你都睇到呢個輪迴。
Never disturb your mind.
亦都唔能夠嚟到令你嘅心煩惱。
And you see the nirvana.
你睇到涅槃咧，
Never make something hope or desire.
亦都唔會去貪執佢，或者係有啲咩希冀。
That time is maybe even you don't need tomkas.
嗰個時間咧，你可能都唔需要呢啲唐卡或者係嗰啲佛像。
And so there we need a beautiful picture.
但係而家咧，我哋係需要一啲畫得好靚嘅畫。
Also to look again and again, very important.
同埋我哋要屢次再三咁去睇，仔細咁去睇佢呢啲唐卡
I
畫。
make joke, okay?
我開個玩笑。
Where I live in Belgium,
我喺比利時住嘅地方咧，
Catholic areas,
係一個天主教嘅地方嚟嘅，
we have there's some is like a big church,
有啲好大教堂，
and we are communicate, you know.
我哋都會互相交往
And
嘅。
I says I want to change Jesus, you know, this statue.
咁我話啊，我可唔可以改嗰個耶穌嗰個樣啊？
I understood Jesus Christ is a great bodhisattva. He took all the sentient beings suffering, but for my dualistic perspective, he all it's sometimes like my mind is difficult to perceive something pure.
咁因為咧我知佢都係應該係一個大菩薩嚟嘅，咁因為佢係承受咗眾生嘅痛苦啊嘛，咁但係咧你嗰個畫像嗰度或者佢嗰個耶穌像嗰個十字架嗰度咧，佢好似俾人釘咗喺度咁，好個樣好難睇喎，咁樣即係唔能夠令我產生一種好歡喜嘅心。
And for example, Buddha Shakyamuni,
而釋迦牟尼佛咧，
he after the 6 years,
佢係6年苦行，
he completely become the skeleton.
佢就好似個骷髏骨咁樣受到
Ugly,
好難
very
睇，
ugly.
好難睇嘅。
And but then his real manifestation is enormous human beings
但係佢真正嘅示現咧，就係好似一個普通嘅人咁樣。
and handsome, gold skin shine out, and this kind of manifestations like all the maturations mark, these things coming out to showing to the beings.
咁佢係非常之英俊啊，非常之健康啊，非常之去發光啊，咁樣有晒30以上80種好嘅。
And this is necessary for the dualistic perspective.
因為咧係對於普通人嘅好多分別心，
Therefore,
所以咧
this
係需要有咁樣嘅顯
picture
示。
look again and again.
所以我哋應該對呢啲相片咧就係要屢屢咁樣睇。
Good practitioners,
好嘅
when
修行人
first to look this picture,
睇呢個相片嘅時候咧，
do not concern your boyfriend, girlfriend.
就唔會成日諗住你嘅男朋友女朋友，
There are deities.
唔好當你嘅男朋友女朋友
Look
咁，
again and
係
again.
係一啲本尊嚟嘅。
Then even if you close your eye,
咁一路睇好多次咧，即使你眯埋眼咧，
clearly in your mind.
咁但係咧你都會睇到佢。
And if you look in the skies,
當你係睇到望住個天空咧，
everything is like coming like clearly in the sky. You open your eye or not open your eyes.
咁即係話咧即使你眯埋眼或者開眼咧，你都好似喺前面個虛空嗰度咧，就有呢啲歸依境喺度。
That is we call the creation stage.
咁呢個咧我
Very important
就係我哋嗰
practice.
個所謂個生起次第嘅修持嚟。
Then is to practice the 3 times, pray to 3 times, refuge.
咁跟住咧，我哋係做呢修呢念呢個歸依文咧就3次。
Then is generating bodhicitta 3 times.
咁念發菩提心咁有文句咧有3次。
After the Vajrasattva practice,
咁跟住咧就做金
and
剛薩埵。
also this picture is very clearly.
咁呢幅相咧亦都係好即係畫得好靚啊！
Before you purify it, before you purify yourself,
就係當你係去淨化自己之前咧，
you need visualize with a consult.
就你應該係觀想住呢個嘅雙身嘅佛像。
And sometimes people say it's make desire, but it's make desire.
有啲人話咁呢啲雙身嘅佛像咧，即係令人哋有貪念喎，有慾念喎。
And if you have such desire to look this, they are all the time together, so happy. Don't think about that.
咁如果你話佢哋即係成日都喺埋一齊咁樣，咁好 happy 喎，咁你即係唔應該成日諗呢啲嘢。
If you disturb, then you're not Vajrasattva alone. You look at the page 14.
咁如果你係有咁樣嘅諗法嘅話咧，咁你就可以灌14頁嗰度嗰個即係單身嘅金剛薩埵。
Okay, and then is you're alone, go away to consult.
即係呢個咧就係冇咗嗰個佛母喺度嘅。
And then is practice afterwards.
咁跟住落嚟嘅修行咧。
You look the dissolution stage, page 16.
咁就係第16頁嗰個嘅融化嗰度啦。
And then is the page 17 is a mandala.
咁就係第
You
17
have to
頁咧，
read once.
就獻曼達就念一次嘅。
And during this recitation, you offering the old, picture like behind there is.
Sorry。
And you offering to, it's like this way visualize.
咁照呢度咧係去觀想咧，叫做獻曼達。
And then is the kusali offering of the body.
跟住咧就係古沙利個施身法。
And you visualize behind, page 20.
咁咧去到後邊第20頁嗰度。
And Lajun.
Lajun
It's a Vajrayogini.
係一個瑜伽舞嚟㗎，金剛瑜伽舞。
And then it's like there's Guru Yoga.
咁跟住咧就係
This is
上師瑜伽。
short resume of the lineage.
Short
lamas. Short.
呢個係一個短嘅呢個上師嘅瑜伽。
And then is how you can visualize yourself.
咁你自己點樣去觀想咧？
And you can look at the page 23.
即係觀想自己係點樣嘅咧？就係喺第23頁嗰度。
And this is the Yamka Deshan Jam.
Yamka Deshan Jam.
Yeah, and then is the finish it.
咁去到完嗰個階段咧。
And then there is some poa.
就係有個千色。
Page 27.
27頁千色法。
And you need to visualize the Amitabha Pure Land behind 28.
咁喺第28頁咧就有呢個阿彌陀佛嘅淨土，即係千色啊嘛，遷去佢度。
Yeah, Amitabha Avalokiteshvara Banjapani.
有阿彌陀佛同埋觀音同埋呢個大勢至菩薩啦，金剛手啊。
And then is the dedication.
咁跟住就回向啦。
And then this you need to do.
呢係需要做嘅。
Each after the sessions.
每一座。
You can do meditate and focus meditation 1 or 2, 3, 5 minutes each sessions after.
每一座咧都。You mean the dedication?
No, each sessions. For example, after the refugee sessions, after the bodhicitta sessions, after the Vajrasattva sessions, you need to a little bit meditate. The concentrate meditation.
Concentration.
Karma body. Okay, I can.
Samatha?
Yes, shamatha.
咁即係話每做一次每做一座咧每做一座完咗咧，你都應該要收呢個車摩他，即係收短嘅一個收紙嘅一個收錢。
And for example, you look at the page 8.
咁喺第8頁咧
，is a refugee prayers.
咁嗰個歸依文嗰度。
And you can to say 3 times recite.
咁你哋念3次。
Like a control some the hits of us, some clearing the shonshops and more on the 2G jungle. Shonchi himbi part the shops and chairs. When you 3 times finish it, maybe you can rest your mind 1 or 2 seconds.
咁即係練完3次咧，你就可以咧就係即係個心咧係休息1 or 2 minutes，
1 or 2 minutes.
1至2分鐘，即係做一個咁嘅禪修啊，做一個即係心。
Second or minutes. 1 minute is okay. Okay, and then you start the generating bodhicitta.
咁然後咧就發菩提心。
You want to say, oh, Nasundong Chedijari, probably just Chong, Rono says, Teme Yoyong Sampi, you can to rest your mind. Just 1 second, 2 seconds, or 1 minute, 2 minutes, or maybe 5 hours. It's well not problem.
咁即係練完呢3次嘅發心咧，亦都係入定1分鐘2分鐘。當然咧，你可以入定5個鐘頭都得嘅，呢視乎你自己。
And like this, then you need to do, okay? Now I'm giving to transmission. Okay, 송지 주동 소지 주동
而家就口傳。
semche tamchi deva to deva je do dember chi chi do har to do mi do do chi chi do mi do deva tam da mandar chi chi ni jo ni tu cha to ni se mi bala ni pa jor chi namo ayatam da ha yeke do no no ji ko do do ma yeke no do ro kan ji da chi to tam ji ke chun jor wa sho go wa tam nam ka do nyam semche tam ten de me do song ji kon bon go ji go ba chan chong chi jo do tu ye de san ba chi kon chi san ba ja chu jo rum ba na kon chen ji ki kon do do tam do thank you Channel, Chosa Lama channel, Tajin Jojo to talent on the Yima, Monument, Yukon Royal Takini, Toyin in the Mid and Tarlo, Humbo Balama, Jalo, Kojuson, the Hitawa, Stalin, more on the Tuchijum, Shonchi Himbi part the Chaps and the land, some Sanjay, Honas, Energy Pro, John was saying, I should send me Yoy on the Sanjay to land, some, Dorsan Gongino. I don't get you to pick at that they could do Lamados and to the Molly, I'm not a Johnson, even Nathan Picture Yon. Yigya on Beza Sato Samaya Mani Palayam Beza Sato Tineba Pitan Drum, the Soto Kaim, Soto Kaim, Honor, the Masaroka, Stone, Jaran, Ha, Banga, Sarota, Mezuba, Samaya Sato, to you Tumberman Sultan to Dorsen, Yap, you go your own atom, Lonely Hekun, Dosen Kachon, Tukum, Rusian Trolla, on Benza Sato, which you ring Dosen Rona, Tom Ronio, on Taramki, or the home, I am not long of things on the shoot. Mental no sai which huge metal from running in the Yamel Sonji in the Pro and broken on the show by show Lucian the pay the Chantrum Ron Lucian, Johnson to top and dog, your own Mahu, Tonjon, Choyan to the young on your name, down to Dome alone the Laman the Rombu, in many did the Jacob the Yalam women, Taco, just a reason just start on young by chamber on the south. Citizen did home generators of Pima, Combola to Murray, Pimadonius of Port Carmo, changes the Lord King years on Guru Pimason, all Mahomans and got Pimason Lamanis, and just a want to go on to Dogion Choton Murray, only Lamanti, the Lamantum, young Jotons and Hard, you think good, so Povan, the day you go on your Lucher, almost of the number he, or Pommy, Tuchi, only the Chanson, the morning, Pova, me. Povan is to get a tennis of only be. Course on the chamber jet and the Zoha chamber on the from the town Chesivani, Tomini, Dana Point. Yagana Jewel and Druboy, Suppon, in Broken, Drova, Show. Last now finish it. Thank you.
Now we have the long life prayer.
so pendong deva ma le jong ni so tenzin janso chape santi parda dandi ti parda la mi ko se tamba tong khanyam yong la de hin jong do yen ma le so so de jong ni nya de song ji sa lan go pa shu ro xie wa gong de yong do la ma tong ren mi chu ji pa la long chu sa dong long je yang ten ra zo de dor je chung go kong pong nya tu chu karma ra ra ma me tong jana sa ra che ro to ma long tong tong du ji chu non te ta ta. Thank you very much. We need to hurry up to go and see you next time. Thank you.